Newcastle County and in the state if it takes us there. Because I feel it's so very important that we do that. I'm restructuring, I'm reorganizing some folks, I'm bringing in some new people, and we're going to be trying to go to a different hype, if you will, at the King Center. We're going to be popping up a lot of places with the new people and some of the old folks that work with me. We're going to be in the meetings. We're going to be trying to have input where we must or support whatever we can to make for a better situation for everybody in our community, young, old, black, white, those that are drugged out, those that have problems, alcoholism, pills, whatever it is, smoking all that pot, messing your life up, felonies or whatever. We're going to be doing the best we can. We cannot do it and being fragmented. I'm going to be working hard, not only with the new people and old folks at King Center that's been there a while, but we're stepping out on a different agenda, a new mission. And I'm going to be trying to provide that leadership at the Hound as executive director, our drug education prevention program. We're going to be utilizing that, trying to get to everybody we can in Southbridge and all over that wants to get their life back, that's drugged out, felons, just give up on life and just at wit's end and getting high every day when they can, bum, steal, whatever they do to get their drug of choice. We're going to try to help those folks get their life back. We need your help. King Center Drug Education Prevention Program. There are phone numbers on the screen there. Give us a call, short message. We'll try to do the best we can to respond. Secondly, as I move to try to pull in a couple new people, already done that, and I'm reaching for a few more. Folks, we need volunteers. The pace that we run at King Center is very high pace, and there are a lot of folks that call us about some of everything. And you'd be surprised, some serious, not so serious, but a problem to them, and they're seeking advice. We do the best we can to get back. I started last week talking with staff and some of the volunteers saying, hey, look, we got to do a better job of responding to people when they call. And I want to get to a point again, and I'm going to push over the next 2 weeks to make sure that we can return a phone call in the very same day. May not come from me, we'll acknowledge the call, like to know specifically what is the issue, short and sweet. When you call those numbers on the screen to the office, you don't have to write me a phone book memo about your issue. What I need from you is who, where, when, and how, your name, address, your phone number, and your issue. And from there, just short and sweet. If it's housing, it's an emergency, or this or that. Don't explain it all. Don't have to go into explain. I just want to know what it is. City of Wilmington, it's a water bill, it's a this or that, or whatever. It's a school problem. It's my son in prison. Whatever it is, short and sweet, and allow us to call you back. And we're going to be working very hard to do a much better job on that. Okay, secondly, let me say that I want to shift gears from King Center. Again, we're in 2 locations, Crossroads Shopping Plaza in Newcastle, right there in the Crossroads Shopping Plaza, right as you approach the overpass going towards Newcastle and come down on the side of Firestone, Family Dollar, Payless, ShopRite, the laundromat and all that back up in there, Beauty World, HR Block. We're right over top of them. Middle of the shopping center, come up the steps and bear left, a bear right, and bear left and then a right, and you'll see us there. Also, we are located at 435 South Hill Street over in South Wilmington. King Center was founded by me and many of my friends, as I tell you, over the years, back in 1974. So we're headed into a 40-year roundup here. And I just think it's time to move further, to work better, to work more wiser, and to pull in people that really want to do the work of helping and aiding and assisting people and be a part of the King Center mission. That's what I'm talking about. Without complaining, fussing, or whatever, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I hope we'll be able to continue to ask you to pray for us as we continue to pray for you, King Center. Okay, let's go to the billboard campaign. Billboard campaign, as you see now, those billboards are popping up, all over town. And you see it there before you on the screen. And this is something that Ed Osborne and I talked about. It's a thought that I had to do to try to help crime and be able to make anonymous phone calls. And I kicked it around with Ed, and things were getting kind of bad in the city and still are with these shootings. I think it was Friday night, somebody got shot at 28th and Tatnall. I heard that someone had gotten shot yesterday. I don't know how true it is, but down around the east side somewhere or something. But anyway, the bottom line is people are getting shot at, and some even getting killed and murdered. We got to do something about it. We the people, we have to step in. That 888-1800 phone number on your screen that you see on that billboard and on our promo. I want to ask all the program hosts that come in back of me, please to play this. It's only a minute long. Please play this and help promote this campaign and encourage our residents of the city of Wilmington to call in anything that could be helpful with the police to be able to solve a crime. Somebody that may have a gun on their person, an incident that's getting ready to flare up in the street as you're going by and you overhear it, it's really getting loud and could get out of hand. Through a scuffle breaking out, somebody could run to the car, may have a gun on their person, and you look up and somebody's shot and dead. In some cases, it's more than one or two people shot in those kind of situations. Just remember that little girl that got shot in the arm. I think she was 8 years old. That was an innocent bystander, got shot in the arm and had to be rushed to the hospital. 8 years old. It's serious, folks, it's serious. And we all have to step to the plate. And we need your help. We can't do it alone. Ed and I could sit back and say, well, hey, man, we put the billboards up. We done that. Now let's see what the city does, what's going to happen, what will the residents do. We can't sit back and just say we've done it, we chased money and we got it up and all that. That's not the point. The point was to get them up, but that they be used. That 888-1800 number is an anonymous phone number. Anonymous phone number. I want to call the News Journal because each time they have a shooting, they say call Crime Stoppers. They say call the detective who's in charge of the investigation. And they put their two numbers in, but they don't put 888-1800 there, which is an anonymous phone call that you can use. And remember, as they say, the life you save may be your very own. As the promo says, who will be next? 888-1800. We need your help. Let me just say we need the clergy, all walks of life, big church, little church, black, white. And I'm going to be really working to reach to the clergy this week, asking their help, that they will promote this and share it, put the phone number and a brief explanation of an anonymous phone call in the church bulletins. It's that serious, folks. It's that serious. We all got to join hands and come together to help solve these problems in our community. And if we're all working together in the right respect, if our leadership's working together, we're working in unity, no big eyes, little U's, nobody trying to run off at the mouth and take over and dominate the meetings. Lay your idea out on the table. Let us debate it. Let us make a decision. What do we do? And if the decision is to not do that, don't fuss, kick, and scream and tired of meeting up. We can't have it. It wastes too much time. We try to work with everybody we can, but the bottom line is some folks that don't want to be a part, please stay away. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Do what you can do that you think will help the situation, and hopefully it will help, and everybody walk away happy, and we're all doing what we can do, working with who we can work with. No put down, not intended to fire something off at anybody or whatever. That happens to be the fact. Sick and tired of wasting time, not uniting as a leadership, because we're all running off doing our own thing, a lot of good stuff getting done. Me at the King Center as well, my pastor, other preachers, doing good stuff, other community leaders doing good stuff. But we're too fragmented and the right hand don't know what the left hand is doing. And as a result of it, my friends, the people that we say we're concerned about the most, those at the bottom of the economic ladder, those folks are catching more hell each day they get up and breathe life, because we're not uniting and doing all that we can collectively together to help them. So that's the mission. And that's what I'm going to be taking off on starting tomorrow and following up on, because a lot of you I've already talked to about it. Tying that into the billboard campaign and the unity of our community, we must come together as a leadership. There are some things that me and Sammy Congo talked about, and I'm going to get with Sammy. I want to go back to those. I think they're great things, and I think we need to do them that will involve the leadership in our community. I shared this with Reverend Beeman the last time I talked with him about a week and a half ago. And I told him I'd explain more and wanted his help and others to help get it done. It's very interesting. I think it'll be a big help to our community. And I'll talk with Sammy again, Reverend Beeman, and some others. Then we'll try to bring it for you the public. Okay, having said that, Wilmington Housing Authority. Wilmington Housing Authority. Let's go there. I keep missing for the last couple of weeks. Wilmington Housing Authority. A new day at the WHA. A lot of things were said as we took off at the outset, right after the election. New board and all that, me as a new chairman of Wilmington Housing Authority and all that. New day at the WHA, and I still dig my heels on. I stand behind that, and I know that our commissioners do as well. We don't say that to put anybody down. We don't say that to throw stones at anybody. We say that there is a full new board. We have, for the most part, a different mindset of the way we feel some things need to be handled and or run at Wilmington Housing Authority. And we will be working very closely to try to implement these things, to live within the guidelines that governs us as a board of directors, me as a chairman, and as the executive director and the staff, and the policy and procedure that they are to follow. We're going to be working very close with that. Some of the commissioners and I just come out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, attending a housing conference put on by NARO, a national group that works very closely and does conferences and seminars and training for housing commissioners and staff. Very, very interesting. A lot of good things came out. Right away, I went to mixing and mingling and networking with a lot of folks there, commissioners. I have become friends and talking to 4 different board chairmen from around the region. We had some interesting dialogue about things that are happening at the housing authority, some things that are happening at their housing authority, and some things that are now going on that they shared with me and kind of enlightened me. Just a fantastic dialogue during some of the downtime of the sessions. Right after the workshops would break up and we would have a further dialogue. And I plan on keeping a network with these folks. We exchange cards and phone numbers. And I think it's going to be really helpful and beneficial to me as a chair, to the Board of Commissioners that went, an education and helping to better understand how we should roll, things we could be doing, some things we're not doing that we should be doing. And I want to just close on that by saying, and all of them talked about in the meetings, the other chairmen of the board, other commissioners, of a lot of things they were doing for their residents, helping their residents' families, the young people. And we're not doing a lot of that, if any, a lot of that. And I don't knock nobody in the head over it, but we've got to go back to delivering services some kind of way. We got to find a way to be able to do as other housing authorities are doing for their residents that they house and the children of which they house, and help those residents. So the bottom line is we really need to really look at resident service. How can we tighten it up? How can we make better? How can we do much more? And I know Fred right away said, man, dollars. Well, we got to find some dollars somewhere. We got to do something. We got to reach out to the communities, the big businesses, ask the mayor to help us, the governor, the county exec. We got to do more. General Assembly, we got to do more. We can do more if we're united and working together. So the board, I think, is going to be there. I hope that Fred would be receptive. And we're going to be trying to get some of these things done as we go forward. A very, very interesting conference. A lot of interesting things shared in the meetings, discussions, and more importantly than that, some things that as I started raising questions and other board chairmen of their housing authorities would respond and raise a question and this and that, the dialogue that we had was very interesting and very helpful to me, and we're going to stay tight and on the phone and in the emails and all that, and possibly even visiting each other where we can from time to time, so that we can be the best board of commissioners, all of us, that we can possibly be. And God knows I want that, and I know the board wants that for the Wilmington Housing Authority. Okay, fantastic conference, lasted all last week up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Okay, moving right along, Wilmington Housing Authority, I got that in. I've been messing with that for 2 or 3 weeks. The resident service piece, all that I took care of. Okay, I got some other issues here. Okay, the residents, all that, I dealt with that. And don't forget, over in the Crestview high-rise basement, one-stop shop where you, the residents, you, your families can go in. It's geared for residents to be able to go over there and plug into some state agency representatives, some provided services of other agencies, as well as Housing Authority, and go over there and really try to see what's going on there that may help you to be able to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and get your life together, get your education, maybe get a GED, whatever the case may be, find health services. We got to do it, okay? And we're on the move now, a new day at WHA, and we're going to be